Yeah, we'll just continue. Hope you're seeing the screen. The screen has been shared. Hello? Yes? Okay. So maybe I have just, I need to rewrite all those particular things. I'll just go with month as stating from month. If I take it as a variable, it starts with 1 less than equal to month is less than equal to 12. This is my first valid region with respect to your month. Similarly, with respect to day, will be equal to day colon 1 less than equal to 31. Sorry, less than equal to day, which is less than equal to 31. Similarly, year 1 is equal to, so it is here. With respect to this year, it starts from 1812 because your Bulgarian calendar has been written from that, or has been followed from that particular year. So that's why your leap year, all those particular theory got existed with respect to that year. So that's why they started to believe that your Earth will evolve exactly 365.25 days. So in order to overcome the 2.25 days, they have just merged for once in 4 years. They have added 1 year extra. In once in 4 years, your total number of days will be 366. That is what they have done. So based on that theory, so we are just assuming it starts, your year starts from 1812. Okay, invalid regions. This is where we just left out in our previous discussion. M2 was taken into consideration. So this M2 is equal to, hmm, yeah. So this should be an invalid region. So once again, for the month, same variable only, we are just putting it. The same thing will be repeated. Colon indicates what is the value for that. So if the month value is less than 1, what happens? Similarly, one more particular invalid range for your month will exist. What is that? Month with respect to this month with respect to this month greater than 12. What happens? So this is one thing. Next one is with respect to the date. D1 is over, D2 I'll take it. D2 is invalid one. So what is this particular invalid range? A, if it is, sorry, colon, day less than 1. Similarly, D3 is equal to day greater than 31. So it is an invalid range according to our particular design. So year 1, same thing. Sorry, year 2 it should be, because year 1 is already a valid range. So it should be year 2. So with respect to this, if I take the same variable name, that is year itself, then if the year is less than 1812, that is 1811, if it goes, that is an invalid range. So that is what I just wanted to explore it. So once again, year with respect to this year greater than 2020, because my range is between 1812 to 2020. I need to just check out. You can fix that particular maximum range to any value. 2035 also you can fix it. There is no particular problem. So within that particular range, any date is that, then it will be just evaluating it, and it will be giving you the next day date. That's it. Understanding it? So that's what the problem statement says. Now for this, we need a design, right? For this, we need a design. How to design this now? What I'll do is I have a table. So I'll just copy this particular table now. Let's see. Which is the first case? We'll not consider the traditional equivalence class. We'll just directly go with weak, normal, class. We'll just go with weak, normal, class. So with respect to this, space the table. Yeah. Okay. Just delete all the values. And all these particular rows are not needed. I'll just eliminate it. How many test cases I need to execute with respect to your weak normal? Because it is one particular class is a valid one. We need to concentrate on the valid region. So with respect to this, one case is more than enough to execute or to concentrate with respect to your weak normal case. So what is that? One with respect to your month, that is, it may start from 2. One with respect to your day, day may be starting with 20. So this is month. I'll just change this. Month, day, followed by year. I'm not changing any particular format. No formatting here. Every variable is a individual thing, and it is independent of each other. So there is no combination with respect to your month and year followed by month and day or something like that. We are just making it dependent with respect to the output that we are generating with. So with respect to the input choosing, everything is an individual variable. So that's why there is no such thing like you need to have a format. So format can be anything. It's all up to you how you'll be formatting it. Each variable will give you the output, then you can format it and you can just give the output for it. Understanding it? So there is nothing like you need to go with the same particular type of format. So the last variable is within this particular range, any value you need to take it, because this is with respect to your normal cases, whether it is a weak, whether it is a strong. So keep that in your head. So 18, 14, I'll just take it. You can just imagine what will be the next day. It will be nothing but month will be same thing, 2 itself, whereas with respect to your day, it will be increased, whereas year, it will be one and the same. This is what the expected output that you will be getting better. Yes. uh, is that clear? Is that clear to all of you? Is that clear? Understood? Yes. Okay. So if this is the case, then what I'll do is looking into this, since there are only one particular valid case for each of the variable, so your strong normal case will not be different from weak normal case. So what you can do is you can merge this with respect to your strong normal case also. So both will be one and the same, because we have only one particular valid region for each month, day, and year. Understanding it? So you can just have comma. So SN1. Same thing with respect to your Triangle problem also, if you have the triangle problem with you, with respect to that, if you have valid cases with respect to one particular group itself, all the valid cases, then one case is more than enough to execute all the things. So it will be same for your weak normal as well as strong normal. Understanding it? So the next one, if I just move on to the next one. So next one is very important. So that is your robust case. Next one is weak, robust class. It was eliminating single fault. It was not eliminating multiple faults. Keep that in your head. It was eliminating single fault with respect to your particular design. So again, I'll just copy this particular table, Control C. So now with respect to this, I'll just paste it. So what I'll do is I'll just take it to the next particular page itself so that it will be easy for me to explain everything. Okay, so this is what it is. So weak normal will be there. Normal case, you need to have it. So if you are getting confused, I'll just make it as weak robustness. One case valid, you need to take it. That's what your robustness is. It will be combination of valid as well as invalid cases. Now, with respect to your weak robust, second case. So what it says, one value out of the range. Any one you can just take it, either with respect to your M2 or M3 or D2 or D3, Y2 or Y3 at the beginning. So you need to have all the combination. No, for your weak robust, any one is okay. For your weak robust, any one is okay. So that means I'll go one out of the range with respect to the less than value with respect to month. So remaining two, I'll retain it as it is. So this one, month out of range. Similarly, weak robust third case. So what I'll do, I'll make the month as a valid input, whereas day as invalid. Invalid in the sense -1 you can give it, or 31 also, greater than 31 value also you can give it, 36 if I give it. So this year remains one and the same. So this is day or date, whatever you want, you can just write down that. This is just a message. So whatever you will be writing it, depending on that, it will be displaying. So out of range. So it should display out of range. That's it. Which one should be out of the range? If it is displaying means, then you are writing your output is correct. So that's what you are writing it in the actual output region. E refers to expected output. A refers to actual output. Once again, I'm just reminding you. So I'll just take the valid month and valid day, whereas the year, I'll just take it to 2020 was the last particular year, 2026, I'll just take it. So it should display me, it should display that it is day out of range. So month out of the range, day out of the range, followed by, sorry, year out of the range. This is year. We'll not stop here. What we'll do is we'll take the next one. That is now with respect to worst case 5, what will be the thing is, so we'll just take 13 with respect to month. Next value will be 20 as it is. Next value will be 18, 14. There is no change. Understanding it? So weak robust with respect to your sixth case now. So what this will be doing is, this is a valid one. This is -1. I'll just take it. Next one is 18, 14 as it is. We have taken that with respect to one way of, that is M2. If I taken that M3, I need to include it. That will be written with respect to your worst robust case 5. Worst robust case 6. With respect to your worst robust case 3, you just analyze. This is with respect to the maximum range out of the range. Whereas with respect to the minimum one, I'm writing it with respect to your WR6. Similarly, WR7, That is worst case, worst robust case with respect to the range of values with respect to the year. So it will be taking it as 2 valid month, valid date, whereas invalid in the sense it will be less than that particular 1812. Any value you can choose it. So these three, once again, it will be taken into consideration. This is how your particular worst robust case will be looking. Similarly, I need to design for one more thing. Strong normal is already over, so I'll not consider that. What I'll do is I'll just take a next step, that is with respect to strong robust. What this is assumed is this is a mixture of all the above. That is weak normal, followed by weak robust, followed by strong normal, followed by the robustness with respect to your all the particular strong normal cases. So all the combination will be giving you with respect to your strong robust case. What I'll do is I'll just copy this, Control C, I'll just paste it here, Control V. We need to consider this. Apart from this, what we need to do is we need to take a few more particular things. That is, it will be dealing with respect to all these particular things are one and the same with respect to your robustness with respect to strong case. Only thing that changes is we will be accepting two or more than one faults here. Say -1, -1, 18, 14. So it should print your day as well as month is out of the range. WR 9. So what it will be doing? So 2, it will be reminding it as it is. -1 will be one and the same. So here 18, 11. So I'm going with the lower particular case itself. So WR with respect to 9. So 10. This is 10th case. So not WR, it should be replaced with SR. This is not WR. This should be replaced as strong case, strong robust case. So you need to change the name. So it is just for our assumption, we are making it just to bifurcate. So which particular case we are running through. So if you are running the equivalence class, all these 4 cases you need to run it. So weak normal, weak robust, strong normal, strong robust. So keep that in your head. So 2 combinations are over, one with day and month, one with day and year. So the next one is month with respect to year. So -1. So this one is 20 valid region, whereas with this one is 1811. So 3 particular cases are over. In the similar fashion, SR 11 maximum value. You can just go for it. So maximum value will be nothing but uh, here it is month is there, right? So I'll just say 13 and followed by 32 followed by 1814. Strong robust with respect to 12th case, it will be 2. I'll be just taking it. So here 32 is the value. Here I'll just go with 2026. Similarly, strong robust 13th case with respect to this. So I need to just take it as with respect to 13 with respect to this particular first one. So second one, I'll just make it as 20, which is a valid one. The last one will be out of the range with respect to maximum value. This is one thing. So 2 more cases I need to write it. One case is nothing but what will be the range if -1, -1 followed by -1 you can give it, no problem, because it comes below this particular 1812 itself. So you can give it. So no problem. This is one case. The other cases with respect to the maximum, 15th one. So this is 13. I'll just go with it. This is some 39 or 40. You can just give it, or 50 also you can give it, no problem. Here 20, 30. You can give it. All are out of the range. So this is nothing but your design with respect to your strong robust class. Strong robust class is a mixture of all the above classes. Weak normal, only one particular valid region you'll be just picking if you have multiple regions. Whereas we a strong normal, all the particular valid regions you'll be picking one particular value. Cartesian product among the valid regions. Valid with respect to invalid Cartesian product if you want to go with, then strong robust. Understanding it. So with respect to your valid cases, any particular one group followed by invalid cases, any one group, if you want to go with it, then you can go with the weak robust. So this is nothing but the equivalence class partitioning technique, how we can apply it for your next date problem. Okay, so any doubt if you have, you can ask me. Otherwise, our meeting gets will be over by another 2.5 minutes. 2.5 minutes is left out. So just if you have any doubt, you can ask me. So those who have missed yesterday's class, this is what I just taught some of your friends who have attended yesterday's class. This is with respect to your strong robust class. How to get this particular values. See how many test cases you need to have it with respect to your weak normal. If you have any doubt, see here how many valid regions are there? One, one, one. So one case. Similarly, for your strong, only one case is there. So value. For your robustness, it is a combination of this. So depending on this particular combination, it will be working. So one valid, another two invalid. So all particular thing with respect to one valid, similarly with respect to it. So how many cases are left out? You just check it out. 2 plus 2 plus 2, 6 plus 1, 7 cases. That's what I need to have it. 7 cases is there. Similarly, with respect to your robust, strong robustness, so one particular thing with respect to your strong cases, with respect to uh, multiplication values, you need to have it because with respect to out of the range, with respect to less than value, greater than value, less than value, greater than value. In combination, two mistakes you will be committing it, and you'll be just dealing with it. So that's why it will be increased. 7 twos are this 7 is with respect to this particular thing. Apart from that, remaining 7 will be nothing but two values if you are just taking it. So how much it will be? 15 cases. See here, 15 cases. This is how you'll be just coming to know how many cases I require to generate with respect to your different levels of equivalence class partitioning. Okay, if no doubt is there, we'll just wind up the class. So thank you very much for your patience listening. So we'll just continue our particular next in the next class. We'll just try to analyze, is there any other flavors available with respect to equivalence class partitioning technique. So this is a basic one. So can we further bifurcate, or can we go with this particular type of partition? Okay, so surely we'll just see that. Thank you very much. I'll just post this particular